These 5 travel essentials are perfect for warm weather destinations. Whether you're visiting Mediterranean beaches, colonial Mexican towns, or tropical islands, these items will make your trip easier. We've used these items for years and pack them on almost every trip, so you'll get plenty of use out of them. They're also budget friendly and easy to pack, since packing only a carry-on is a great way to save money, and we know that you'll want to conserve space. A lot of these items we had to purchase while traveling since we weren't prepared. One of those is this microfiber beach towel that we got in Spain. We were going to go to the beach, so we ended up having to buy one in a department store in Oviedo because we didn't have any towels. Now we bring them on every trip. What's really nice is they're just so much thinner than a normal beach towel, meaning they don't take as much space in your luggage. They're perfect if you're going to be swimming at your destination, or if you have long hair like me and would just like to have an extra towel for your hair. These are 67 by 32 inches, so they're like pretty big, really nice size, and fold up really small. This particular brand is, I think, only in Spain, but I found some really similar options on Amazon for around $17, and they have great reviews. When you make a purchase using a link that we share, we get a small commission at no extra cost to you, so it's a great way to support us so we can continue making content to help you travel on a budget. The next item was actually a gift from an old coworker, and I can't believe that I didn't have a dry bag before. We often visit beaches, waterfalls, and other bodies of water, so having something that can help keep your cameras and other items dry or not sandy is super helpful. Also great if you finish your water activity and want to change out of your bathing suit into dry clothes. You can put everything in the bag so it doesn't get the rest of your stuff wet as well. The bag that we have is the Osprey Super Light 6-liter dry sack, and it's super convenient because it's very thin and light and folds up really small to fit into your suitcase. One time we did a snorkel tour and I put my dry clothes under the bench when we got in the water. When we got out of the boat, my clothes were absolutely soaked. So something like this would be really great for that kind of activity as well. It doesn't protect your items if it's completely submerged, so like don't go dropping it in the ocean, or maybe don't take it on like super intense water activities like whitewater river rafting or even maybe kayaking. Although we did bring it on the kayak once and it totally freaked Neffy out, so I probably can't do that again. We have the 6-liter size, which is perfect for 2 people. It is only $18 on Amazon, but I've seen it for as low as $12 on sale. And then you could also get it from REI or Osprey for $20, but you know, they may have sales too. So just always nice to check a few different places for the best price. We've had these bags since our very first trip to Paris since 2017 and have used them on almost every trip since. They are the 20-liter stowaway bag from Eddie Bauer. We've had them for 6 years. They're obviously pretty sturdy since they're still going strong. The handle did come off at the top of one of them, not this one, the other one, and I honestly can't remember how, but it was probably our fault making it too full of stuff. We typically only travel with carry-ons, like I mentioned, because it's much cheaper than checking bags. That also means that our personal item is as large as possible to fit as much stuff as possible. So when we get to our destination, we don't want to use these large bags that we use as our personal item, or we don't want to take everything out or lug everything around. And that's where these bags come in handy because they're so light and compact that you can very easily pack them in your carry-on. But they also have like a lot of pockets and space and are easy to just use during the day. So we've got lots of pockets and things. And then they fit in your carry-on because you can fold it up into like a little square. So it all fits in this little pocket here. They're not particularly cheap at $40 retail at Eddie Bauer. You can also check the outlet though, and they do go on sale when like Eddie Bauer has sales throughout the year. See them for 50-30% off usually when they do that. You also, though, can get a $10 off $25 purchase coupon if you sign up for emails with Eddie Bauer if you haven't done that yet. So try that too if you're looking to get a discount. I love my Tevas. I actually have 2 pairs of the Hurricane Drift sandals because I believe they are the perfect shoe for warm weather destinations and or when you need water shoes. They're this super comfy, rubbery, lightweight, waterproof material that it makes them comfortable for walking, but also great for water activities. I have used them around the world, walking 20,000 steps in southern France, in Spain, using them in beach destinations and colonial town destinations in Mexico, and in Disneyland. They're super lightweight and easy to pack. Have you noticed the trend yet? They're so versatile that you could just pack 1 pair of shoes if you wanted to. They're not particularly cheap at $45 retail. They are cheaper than quite a few other pairs of shoes though, and because there's so many different retails, you can often find them on sale if you just check a few different places for around $30. I've included a bunch of links in the description so you can check and look around to see what the cheapest price is. Just so you know, they do tend to run wide, so some people do recommend that you size down. The 7 is a little bit small for me and the 8 is a little bit big, but they're honestly both super comfy and I don't have a problem using either. And don't worry, they also come in men's sizes. Sunscreen is usually more expensive when you get to your destination, especially in resort town areas, so don't forget to pack your own sunscreen. I'd recommend getting some of these reusable bottles. This is our little reusable bottle we use for our sunscreen when we travel. I actually need to refill it, it's getting empty. And that way you can purchase in a larger size and just refill your bottle when you travel and save a little bit of money since travel size things are just so expensive. Also, pro tip, pack it in a Ziploc bag. Like many of your other toiletries, it's not fun to clean sunscreen off of all of your belongings. If you'll be traveling to the beach or really any natural body of water, you should really try and purchase reef safe sunscreen. Being that normal sunscreen causes coral bleaching and just can damage the marine life and the environment there when the chemicals react with chemicals in the water. Reef safe sunscreen isn't actually regulated, and so it's best to check the ingredients. There's a bunch of ingredients that they say you should try to avoid. I will just list them all here because they all have really long names that I'm not going to even try to pronounce. I recently found out that the sunscreen that we were using that we thought was reef safe isn't reef safe, so I ordered another one to try, and then when I got here and I looked closer at the label, I realized it's also not reef safe, so I ordered another one that we're going to try. We haven't tried it yet, so I can't really speak to it, but from everything that I've read, it is reef safe if that is something that's important to you, or if you're traveling to places like Key West, Hawaii, parts of Mexico, and other Caribbean islands where they have banned non-reef safe sunscreen. The enforcement of this really varies, so they may not actually be able to enforce it, but to try and just protect the coral reefs and the marine life and environment for our future enjoyment and future generations' enjoyment, it's really best to try to use reef safe sunscreen. The new one that we're trying is called Think Sport. Got it on Amazon. I'll list it if you want to check it out. It is listed on the Hawaii website as being reef safe. Everything that I've looked at as far as ingredients, it looks good, but just try and do your best. What I really liked about this one is that it is 50 SPF and not just 30, and it also was only $12 for 6 ounces, which is actually a pretty good deal for reef safe sunscreen. Being prepared is one of the best ways to save money when traveling, and that includes when packing. Forgetting one of these travel essentials can cause you to spend more money when you're purchasing it in a hurry and waste time. I've included links to all of our favorite products in the description, so check those out. Let us know also what are some of your favorite travel essentials to bring, especially with warm weather destinations. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.